Okay, this is a video of how to fit the roof rails on the Range Rover L322. So the kit we supply, I've just unpacked it here. So you've got the two long bars there that go from the front to the back, and then you've got the two crossbars here, and these are lockable. They've got the key. This bit of blue plastic comes off. So just like the genuine ones, you've got the lockable crossbars, and you can adjust the length, so they are adjustable so that they fit the Range Rover perfectly. Also in the kit, move the bars to the side, you've got the plastic end caps that go at the end of the front to back rails, and you've got the rubber mounting. The kit comes complete with the keys and stainless steel bolts there. The stainless steel bolts for fixing it down. Okay, so we'll jump up onto the roof of the car now and have a look at the first bit of the operation. So if you jump up onto your roof of your car, you'll notice you've got in the roof on each side, you've got three of these little flaps that just open up. So to open them, you can just put a screwdriver in like so and just flip them up. Now Land Rover have designed these, it's actually impossible to remove them complete from the car, so you just have to literally bend them back and snap them off. Okay, so the best way to remove these is to cut through the little area here. Okay, so here we go. So we just got a pair of snips on there and just cut through those. That's one. Okay, and that removes that, and then the little remainder of the hinge pops back down. What I will do is I'll just show you on one off the car to show you that the actual hinge bit protrudes further inside. You see there, you can see one that's broken because the hinge bit goes all the way inside past the stop, so there's no way you can remove those bits, you need to cut them. Okay, now we've removed the three plastic sort of flaps, hinged flaps. Okay, and then when we look inside, you'll see there's an Allen head bolt. So we're using a H4 Allen head here, and we just put that in, okay, and undo those. So I think they're just in there to keep the threads clean. So I'll wind those out. So it's probably best to do all six flaps on both sides of the car, so three on each side, so do all six while you've got the cutters, and then obviously with the Allen, when you've got the Allen key, take all the six Allen keys out. So I'll just show you what we've got here. We've got the, okay, so that's the bit that comes out. Okay, the next job we've got to do is fit one of these rubber gasket spacers in each of the holes. Now all of them are the same, okay, but they do have a right way and a wrong way to go. So as you look at the car, so this is the door, and that's the middle of the roof there. Okay, they need to go, okay, with the, it's got a, if I look here, so this side is a wider flange than that side, and the wide part of the flange goes towards the door. Okay, so you put that in that way, okay, and that just sits in, and you line the hole up. I don't know if you better see this on the video, but as you look through there you go, you can see the threaded hole. So line them up, and it's the thick side of the flange towards the door side and the thin side towards the middle of the roof. Okay, so we'll put those six in now. Okay, now it's time to fit the actual roof rails in place. Now the roof rails are both identical, so they're not handed left and right. The only difference is they've got two screws, two holes in the middle here, sorry, on each bar, and on one side you use one hole and on the other side you use the other. So they're universal fitment, which is the same as the genuine Land Rover ones. So right, we'll offer those up onto the roof now. So now we've got the roof rail in place. So the bigger slope goes on the outside of the car, and then the smaller slope, which has got these grooves on, goes towards the middle of the roof. And what we'll do is just position it on the car and line up the hole there with the hole in the, and what you'll see is that in the middle mounting it lines up with the front one of those two holes. Okay, so now we'll position that and mount the screw. Okay, so the next job is to get on each side, is to get the mounting bolts and the washer So assemble, sorry I'm doing this on my own. So there we go, so assemble onto the washer. Then what we've got to do is line it up with the threaded hole. There, okay. Drop that through into there, okay, like so. And then using a, there we go, so this is a H5, so it's a slightly bigger socket than the one that came out, hexagonal Allen key, okay, and then taking care not to cross thread those. That's it. Tighten that down, okay. Okay, so just so that you can see it on the car, that's it. So there's 3 of those to do on each side, so 6 to do in all, but just to show you how it's sort of looking on the car now. We've got it running front to back, okay. One thing to check before you do the last bit, which is fitting the end caps, is just check that particularly the middle one there, the middle is tightened down and that the rubber's touching all the way along, because you do have to pull the bar down in the middle, okay. So that one's all flush. You can see there the rubber gasket is all flush all the way along, okay. Okay, so now we've got the Allen bolts fitted, all 3 of them, and fastened down. It's now time to fit the end caps. So it's the end caps, there's 2 of one sort and 2 of another sort. You can clearly see that which side they are by the shape, okay, and then they just push on, okay, and clip into place. Obviously when you fit the roof bars, which we'll go through now in the next video, you need to remove these, but this video will just finish off. In fact, that's the last step for fitting these roof bars, is just clipping the end caps on. So that's that one. I'll do the front one here, so on the front of the car, okay. So there's a little groove in, sorry about that, there's a little groove in here. Just locate the cap under there, it guides it in, okay, and then just push it in, okay. That's that bit fitted, and that finishes that. So that's the complete assembly done. So there's no drilling required, you just flip out those things, the little hatches, fit the bars in, put the screws in and fit the end caps. It's as easy as that.